Hey guys, welcome back to another Adventure with Jake episode. I'm Jake and today we are in the Story Hills of Bozeman, Montana. It's been hot here for the past couple of months. Now it's really finally starting to turn into fall. You can tell by how I'm dressed. I got the long leggings on and everything. It's getting chilly out. It was 49 when I woke up this morning. But what we're going to be doing is going to the top of a mountain, maybe about a mile behind you right now. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. I don't necessarily know where the private property lines are up here. This is my first time hiking, so I'm going to try to be respectful, but as always, I don't necessarily recommend you take the hikes that I go on. Either way, I still want to take you on these adventures and show you the beautiful places I find. So let's get into it. Okay guys, we're being quiet right now because up on the hill in front of me are two massive buck deer, massive mule deer with a huge set of antlers on them. I'm not sure you can see them from this distance. I'll try to zoom in for you. But, oh, there's no way. You guys can't see them. At least where I'm at right now. Now, typically what I'm going to try to do is get closer so I can show you guys how big and beautiful these deer are. But typically with male deer, during this season, going into winter, what they're doing is shedding their antlers first, and they're typically separate from the females. One or two males, usually one male presides over a harem of females. Now these are two males up in front of me, which I don't know what that means. It could mean that they're yearlings. It could mean that they're just kind of separating from their mothers and are going to find kind of a harem of their own. It could mean a couple different things because it's not very typical to see two big deer like that together. So this is a really special experience already, and these are why you get outside and just do little things like this. But they're heading up the hill pretty fast right now. Damn, I wish you guys could see them. They're up there on top of the hill. You'd have to have a really nice camera. They're just below the tree line right now. Two big deer. And my silhouette is so easy to see on top of this ridge. So they're moving pretty fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head up the ridge of this hill, try to go up the side and be ready to let you guys see them because they're truly just magnificent animals. So that's what we're going to do right now. Let's go see if we can catch up to them. I've zoomed in the camera as much as I can, so I hope you can see my face all right. The problem with my situation right now, look, you can see the deer. They're right under this tree up here. The problem with my situation right now is the wind is not in my favor. There's a thermal rising up this hill, taking my scent directly to the animals. Now the weird thing about animals is animals feel scent rather than they smell scent. So like if I was gonna punch you, you would react similarly, like moving your head, the same way an animal would react in hitting my smell and getting my smell while they are watching me so close right now. So the animals know exactly where I'm at. If I was a hunter, what I'd want to do is stick to the bottom of a gully, stick somewhere really easy to avoid animals like this, avoid the smell. But since I wasn't expecting this, to try to avoid animals today, I'm just right in the wind so they know exactly where I am. Let's see if we can get you a good shot. They're getting a little nervous the closer I get. Very close to them now. So animals pick up on fast movement very easily, which means I'm going to try to move very slow and hopefully not give them anything to run from. I just want to see them so bad a little bit closer. And you can tell also is that they are right on the other side of this little ridge, right about where those trees are. And I am staying very low, trying to stay very quiet now that I'm out of their wind. They might not know where I'm at. So we had to move very slow, very slow. Okay, I think we're close enough for you to see them now. I turned on the camera so you can hopefully witness the moment with me. I'm gonna stand up really slow and I'm gonna try to get an angle on where they're at. Let's go. they're gone, which really isn't a surprise. Those animals are very perceptive, and it's very, very hard to get anywhere close to them. But what I am gonna do, we can get closer, and I can show you where they were at. And then, if we're lucky, we'll still be able to get a sight of them as we move across the hill. Let's go. Okay, so where I am right now is where I first spotted the deer. So as you can see, if you look around here, the grass is very flattened down. You can tell the difference between the grass over there and the grass right here. You see the grass is very flattened down. That's the first thing. So this hill, this whole hillside here, is a popular place for these deer to hang out. Right about here is where I was when I spotted the deer on the hill. So they clearly saw me coming. I tried to go over this ridge and hide over here and to get a spot on them from up there, but they knew exactly what I was doing. So the second thing that I would point out if you guys were here is, first, we have some deer scat and things here. So we have like deer poop, in other words. I mean, there's deer here. And if you smell the air, you can smell a little bit of a musky scent. If you've ever seen elk, or if you've ever been around elk, it's usually a much stronger musky scent with them. But with these deer, you can just slightly smell it. And it smells, yeah, you can smell it's deer. So that's one thing that you'll figure out as you get further and farther out in the forest, and the more time you spend out here, you can kind of differentiate. Now, the last thing, I do not know how good my tracking skills are, but I can see a couple tracks in the grass, a part in the grass going this way. So what I guess is these deer knew exactly where I was going and booked it all the way down the hill. But if we're lucky, we might be able to get a spot on them if we go over to the top of this hill here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully you guys can get a better sight of them, and let's check it out. Okay. Oh man. So I want to show you where we're at right now. Perfect hiding spots. They are right there. Holy shit. Okay. I ran right by them. So right at the edge of this tree line are two massive mule deer, and they blend in so well you can barely see them in the camera. They allowed me to walk right next to them. So I'm going to walk very slow and wait for them to move to see if you guys will get a chance to see them. Okay. So they look to know that I'm not a threat right now. They're just curious what I'm doing. So if I go down the hill, what are they gonna do? Can you guys see them yet? Alright guys, they're way too fast for me to actually be able to catch them and show you guys a little closer peek. I hope you got a good glimpse of in the camera. I'll only know when I get home and I edit the video how well you were able to see them. But those were two of the biggest deer I've seen in a long time, and just little experiences like those are so special compared to when you work on the computer all day or you go to your job all day, anything like that. It's so special to get out here in these beautiful hills out here, just right outside the city, and see animals like that that are so spectacular. So I hope more than anything else that this video encourages you to get outside and have some fun. Right now, I am headed back to the car. So That was a fun one. Thank you for joining me for another adventure. Maybe next time we'll find a mountain lion. Peace. I found the deer again. You are really not scared of me, are you? Oh, you are so cool. Oh my gosh. Look at him go. Oh, that is phenomenal. Wow. Incredible. I cannot make this up. There is a coyote right there. And I'm pretty positive you just can't see it in the camera. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can barely see it with my eyes. There's no way you can see it with the camera. And look at it. Oh my gosh. It's right about here. Running up is right underneath this. I don't know what to say, guys. You got to get out and do this stuff for yourself. I've seen two of the biggest mule deer I've ever seen in my life, and a coyote on this short little hike, and I can't film hardly any of it for you. You got to get out and do it for yourself. It's worth it. It's worth it.